Hello everyone, I'm very happy to see you again. Today I introduce to you about the chain rebar prefix tool. This tool supports you chain prefix for all rebar and keep all rebar position number that make your project more professional. The idea, the tool will check and collect all rebar units on the model, arrange and sort all rebar, follow prefix start number rebar position, assign to all rebar at your expected one by one, and perform numbering to update all rebar prefix and keep position number. You can change rebar prefix for tie beam. You assign all prefix and keep position number for all rebar. That makes your similar drawing look more professional. You can change rebar prefix for precast wall. Change from level 1 to level 2 and keep all the rebar position number. The drawing have the same mark for all rebar. For precast column or concrete column, you can change rebar from level 1 to level 2, keep all the position and change position number. The drawing show same bar map for all similar rebar. For precast or concrete beam, you change from level 1 to level 2 and similar the rule that make your drawing more professional. Now we go to more detail to understand how we do. We have a for tie beam similar the rebar and design and different location. We only make one drawing here and we copy to other and assign with different number, and we want to when we change the prefix for rebar, all the rebar keep the same position with the first tie beam. We create rebar for the first tie beam. All rebar have the position number. We get rebar for foundation 2 and all rebar have the same position number, only different the prefix. Similar for tie beam 3, all rebar have the same position number, only different. That the tool support you to make your project more professional. All rebar type 4 have a different rebar prefix only. Now we try change prefix for type 4 to other prefix and change prefix. That's change prefix one by one for you to other serial with new prefix. That's easy and save your time, and that's make your project look very nice. Instead you assign by hand, the tool do automatic for you. That make one by one serial with different prefix and show start number for you. You create report again and see that all rebar have a new prefix and keep the same position. When you clear rebar and perform the numbering for serial selected object, that là numbering depend on the order you modeling rebar. You can make for only selected or serial selected or get or the object depend on your purpose. That can make for complicated structure with many objects inside. And let's click on the rebar inside the foundation or the concrete structure for you to easy see and check. In the C# we make the new methods to get rebar master and also change for prefix. When we get rebar model data, we get all rebar and correct all the database for that. Split all rebar to group before we change the rebar prefix. Before we change prefix, we check the data from data correct view. That prefix change or not. Let's check one by one for prefix new if different with the out, and we change. We do and other not change. That's when that's checking, and that's only discover one serial different, and that's do one for you, only one. And that's the size for wall at level 0 to level 1 to correct with your aesthetic and keep all the rebar position. Yeah, that's finished. And that's do only one, and now that's prefix new or already changed too. With others still keep. Before we assign numbering, we change prefix for each serial rebar with mesh or rebar group or single group or curve rebar. We make macro for each type group or single or mesh or curve rebar strength. Yeah, or the object rebar you can see that can rebar mesh or strength or single rebar or rebar group. With rebar group we have a circle or curve or rebar group. That's it one by one. Yeah, after finish assign, we update the data to grid view. That is some the idea for the tool, and you can expand more and more for the assembly in the near future. Okay, we have some beam in different level, and we can easily change prefix for rebar to different prefix and have the same rebar position number. You can easily change prefix to any value you want, depend on your project. Yeah, that's automatic do for you and assign number one by one for you to get all rebar correctly. Automatic correct. Yeah, that make for similar structure have the same for all mark and position on model. Also for the column in Kai we have some different level and we can do one by one for column also. You can also easily change prefix for foundation in the building in case you want to change to shoot table with your document. You can assign with almost type like beam or foundation or slab. The first you can get all the single bar and change the prefix and keep bar position number for your project. If you want, you can highlight for single bar. And now you can change prefix for reinforcement structure. Yeah, that's you can change for slab or for beam or for wall or any concrete structure to suit fiber with your project. And next we can change for assembly in the next version. And based on Tesla Open IBA reference, you can get many support from Tesla support document. That is some idea for chain rebar prefix tool. Chain for foundation, chain for precast wall, concrete column or foundation, concrete beam or slab or any other structure. Hope you will get some useful information for your Tesla development in the next future. Thank you for your time. See you on the next video. Thank you.